feelings at all, just friendship?
I kind of did in the first week, but Ebuka.
Did you ever tell him?
Yeah, I did. I sort of stylishly, and I said to him, so you know when you meet somebody and you like them, but then you realize that they make a better friend. Now that's you. That's what I said to him. And I feel like if I had gone through that part to like want to date him or have those feelings develop, we wouldn't have like the strong friendship.